Guys, good morning. Welcome to this live webinar. Mogiol, good morning, Theo. Good morning, and everyone else. Good morning to you, Mogiol. Mohammed, good morning. Good morning, Mohammed. Maria said morning. Good morning, Maria. Guys, are you okay today? Is everyone having a great time so far? Some people trying to wake up. Some people are trying to have an afternoon nap here, maybe. Janice said good morning to everyone. Good morning, Janice. Zarabayat, good morning, Theo. Good morning, my friend Zarabayat. Vladimir said good morning. Good morning, Vladimir. So, and Ruben, of course, Ruben. Good morning, Theo. Good morning, Ruben. So, guys, let's start with the risk warning. As you know so far, this content is used for general information only and is not intended to provide any investment or any kind of business or trading advice. Purely the trades we initiate here, it's based on the way I typically see the markets, the way I trade, and that's how I teach you. Now, let's get to the charts without furthermore. And later on, we're going to have a look at the calendar for the week. Not that many things, to be honest, with major news events. It's the first week, the only major news event, as usual, first Friday of each calendar month is the non-farm payrolls. So let's get to that. Let's start with the pound US dollar. 1 second. So pound US dollar. And because we do the higher time frame analysis, guys, you really don't expect to see much of different trend from yesterday. Of course, we are still in a downtrend. I still hold the trade from here. Couple of inside candles, and today market maybe it's gonna create the move to the downside. Of course, anticipation for the non-farm payrolls. Next one, the euro against the US dollar. Larry said, good morning, Larry. Vladimir said, you're perfect, and that's fantastic, my friend. Nick, good morning, Nick. So let's move on with the euro and the US dollar. Much more weakened the euro, and we are trying to take advantage. Guys, did anyone listen to the podcast yesterday? I talked about some euro opportunities, especially Euro USD and Euro CAD. I'm not going to tell you what I say on the podcast because I realize that every time I tell you what I record on the podcast, you don't go to the podcast to download it and listen to that. So from today, I'm going to just make sure that I mention you that this kind of fundamental and technical analysis includes in the podcast, and by argument saying it's just 3 minutes. I mean, 3.5 minutes with the intro and the outro. I mean, just 3 minutes. So I'm sure you're gonna, guys. It's for your best interest. It's full on with valuable information and not unnecessary information on the podcast. I'm still looking for sales to this currency pair. Although based on my execution time frame, that's a 12-hour chart, I really don't have any entry here unless the market is going to retrace a little bit before it's going to hit this support. Australian dollar and the US dollar, very, very nice bearish engulfing formation yesterday, early this morning. For some people, of course, it's yesterday. But for example, if you live in Canada, you see this SM. You see this as a price action of your today's, because the time differential and so on. Okay, so when I say yesterday, I purely talk brokers time. All right, not any other time. I think the most common time frame for us here is a broker time. So the market during the New York session and the London session printed for 12 hours, printed this inside candle. We are in a downtrend. We identified that, and we saw this very, very small candle. Therefore, the market gapped down and then it traded higher. It gave the false breakout here. It was a great opportunity for the Asian Pacific region traders or Canadian traders or the US traders as well to place their pending order below the close of the previous candle. Stop loss above here, and it gave 1.5 to 1 so far. There is 2.5 or 3 to 1 by the time this candle is going to touch the next support. So that was another nice opportunity. I didn't trade it because I wasn't awake and I didn't place any pending order. USD JPY, this higher highs and higher lows sequence, it's still in play, mainly on the US dollar strength rather than anything else. USD Canadian dollar, we didn't have any kind of follow through yesterday with this after the New York and the London session. Therefore, we see today that the market, it traded a bit lower, tapped into this area of support, exactly at this inside support, accurately price touched and bounced, and maybe we're going to see a nice continuation from this point onward. So I will be interested to place a limit order here because already we get this bullish engulfing side, but I would like to get filled at this point. So I will place a pending order, a buy limit. If the price is going to come here, I would like to get into this trade and target this area, and my stop loss is going to be just below the low of the potential bullish engulfing candle. That's about 23 pips. And let's check the profit target if it's appropriate so we can initiate the trade. Yeah, it's 2 to 1, so it's good for me. So stop loss there. Oh, excuse me for a second. Stop loss there and take profit. Up. Here it's a stop loss. And here is a take profit. So I'll be interested if the price comes and taps in to get filled, but if the price doesn't come and tap in the next 2 candles, definitely I will cancel the order. Okay, guys, pay attention when I say when the pending order becomes invalid. We must, if we're going to trade this powerful setup that I explained you, please understand that when I say if in the next 1 or 2 candles we don't get triggered, if it's 1, be very specific. I'm very specific here, and it's 1. If I say it's 2 candles, it's very specific, it's 2 candles. Okay, you don't want to see the price move all the way to touch this resistance and then come here and still have your pending order, and then you wondering, oh my god, why is just moving to the downside, and it doesn't at least stop for a while here, simply because after you tapped in a seller zone, and if the sellers are going to come in a force, then they're going to just sell off the market. So next 2 candles, if I don't get filled, cancel the order. Pound CHF, Really, here, nothing. Very mixed. Euro, JPY identified the euro weakness, although that's 40 pips if we're gonna, because this is in an uptrend, if we're gonna go for a buy stop, we have 40 pips stop loss and we have 100 pips take profit. Lucrative reward to risk. We are in an uptrend. If anything changes with the euro and it gets strengthened for a reason, why not to hold a position there? So for me, buy stop above the body of the previous candle, stop loss 40 pips, and take profit 100 pips. This, if this not get filled at the completion of this candle, so from now exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes, if it doesn't get filled the order, I will cancel the order. Guys, is this clear? Any questions so far? Mogil, can you pause for minutes so that we can listen to the podcast and come back? No, Mogil, I cannot pause the webinar to listen to the podcast. After the webinar, please listen to the podcast. Pound JPY. We are in an uptrend technically, although last 2 candles very sideways. So there is no sequence anymore in this market. Australian dollar JPY. I don't see anything here. There is no structure. Kiwi, the structure is to the downside mainly, so not interested to do anything. CHF JPY. Let's see if we're going to have some retracement and we're going to look to buy this as well. Same with Canadian dollar. Nice strength on the Canadian dollar. I like that because I'm looking for the Euro CAD short. So here is the Euro CAD. Yesterday I placed a pending order. It got filled. I'm looking for this break to the downside, really. Of course, there are lots of orders sitting here. We have also divergences, but what did I told you about divergence? Divergence, they don't necessarily mean they're going to change the trend. First, they're going to create correction in the existing trend. So after we see divergences, we see divergence with this candle here. That was the low and this low. So we don't sell on the next candle. That's what divergence means. Okay, guys, memorize that. We have to wait for a pullback or for a correction, and then we sell again because we are in a downtrend. Same when we are in an uptrend. The market, it's in an uptrend. We wait for a correction. Let's say we buy somewhere here or there. And after we see this higher equal high, double top, we see divergences. We don't buy the breakout. That's what divergence means. We don't buy the next candle. We wait for a retracement or correction. In this case, the correction didn't simply come. What it came? A change in the trend. So how can we identify between the two? We can't. There is no way. And if someone tells you there is a way to identify the retracement and the correction, these are A, B, and S. Okay. So why? Because nobody knows what the price action will do. And why this is tradable, double top with the bearish divergences here? Simply because it has a high probability to see some retracement. And how do you trade it? Guys, I'm giving you a golden information right now. So how can we trade it? And until when can we trade it? We trade it candle by candle. That's where traders, they get very messed up. They find lucrative opportunities, but they don't understand when the trade becomes invalid. They seize only validation on the entry. But the skillful trader is the trader who can separate a valid trade with an invalid pattern. So we sold there, stop loss there, in any time frame. Even if you do it in the 1 minute chart, if you do it in the monthly chart, this is a 12-hour time frame. You sell here, you stop loss there. Price came all the way here. What do? I keep the trade, of course. Another seller, I keep the trade, of course. At this point here, maybe I will close the trade, double top. But if this double top reversal, it will play out, the move, it's going to occur after the break. Because what did I taught you in technical analysis? We measure the distance from A to B, and we duplicate that. We replicate that, however you call it, and we find the minimum target the price will travel. So if we are in a good trade, trading a double top pattern with divergences, maybe it's better to keep the trade open. But how do we know? We just don't know. That's the answer. So if we wait and see a breakout, okay, we keep the trade. That's what this trade here gave. By the time, let's say, price came to a really technical level, or you see this price action reversal here, it gave 4-1 or 4.5-1, something like this. So, but there are times like trades, maybe you, like this one here, double bottom, okay, bullish divergences. Should I take the trade? Well, take it. Why not? What's stopping us? But we have to understand that maybe is not going to end up as a reversal, and it's going to end up as a correction. We have to accept this. And after you accept few fundamentals about price action, trust me, you will experience trading from a very, very joyful way. Double bottom here, bullish divergence. Do I want to buy? I see a nice price action piercing pattern reversal. Okay, I buy. What do I see next? Next, I see a smaller candle than the candle it came from this support. See this one here, small candle here, we enter, and then massive volume candle at this point. So what do we do after we see this? Do we stay in the trade? Maybe yes, but we see then a bearish engulfing candle. What do we do here? Bearish engulfing candle. Most likely we close the trade. Why to keep it open? Because maybe that was the retracement, that was the correction. And the market didn't really move anywhere, just until this resistance and sold off. So it shows that this double bottom reversal, it used as a corrective rather than as a reversal. Sorry, I said reversal double bottom. I said the double bottom pattern with the bullish divergences acted as a corrective pattern rather than as a reversal pattern at this case. And we don't know which one it's going to come. Guys, is this clear? Please understand and understand. I'm sure you understand, but accept in order to be able to implement with a emotional free stress of mind, with no emotional distractions. Okay, that was a great example. That's why I stopped here. Euro pound, for example. Euro, we identified that's a weakness in the euro, and the pound, we see that it's a bit more strong than the euro. So this market is maybe going to sold off. USD CHF, did we check it? No, we didn't. I don't remember if we checked that yesterday, though. So let's go to the weekly chart. The weekly chart, Euro CHF, is retracing strength on the USD, sorry, USD CHF, not Euro. 12-hour chart, this pattern, ascending triangle pattern. So maybe we're going to have a breakout. I don't see anything that I'm interested to trade with this one, to be honest. So, guys, let's check the news for a while just to see the So remember, on Friday, we will have the non-farm payroll event. Let's take it Friday. So inflation rate maybe in countries the euro, they're gonna be affected tomorrow, not today. Today there is no major news events. I think it's only the gross domestic products in Switzerland, if I'm correct. Tomorrow on Thursday, unemployment rate in the Eurozone and inflation rate in the Eurozone. And of course, the major event, it's going to be the non-farm payrolls on Friday. That's where the market participant focus, okay? So be mindful when you are holding intraday positions around this event. Sometimes it's just moving into the predominant direction and it's awesome. But other times it's just spikes, and most of the times it spikes, shaking people out, and then it continues. Ruben asked, how do you add the 12-hour time frame? I don't have it. I'll show you right now. Guys, of course, sorry, I close it. Of course, remember, market talks in 30 days and 8 hours and 6 minutes from now. So in 30 days, June 29, please book your calendars. I will be interviewing Mr. John Bollinger, Bollinger Bonds founder, the man itself, to explain us how to implement for accuracy the Bollinger Bonds. Okay, I'll share the link. Please make sure you register for the event. It's the one event I will talk about every single day, okay? Because it is crucial. Let's go back to the charts. And let's have a look the DAX. And let's get ready for the London Open. Maybe we're going to find a good trade to initiate here. Bitcoin, it sold off a little bit. Okay. I just watch it out of curiosity. So DAX, Ruben asked, how do we add the 12-hour time frame? Guys, if you right click on the time frame area you have here on the MetaTrader and you go customize, you're going to find here all the available buttons. You're going to find the 12-hour. There is 20 minutes, 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, and so on. You just press, you select it, you click insert, and it will appear. So market yesterday gapped up and it closed with bearish, with sellers in the dominant side. That was the low of the previous day. And the high now is here. So I will be looking to be honest, I see this market more today as a sell rather than anything else. Okay, just to be honest. So let's zoom out a little bit. This is one of the best, by far, one of the best setups we can identify. Why? Because this time today, the market simply put this retracement. So we have a clear high and a clear low. How better could it be? Sometimes we see exactly what we want to see. So buy stop above the high, and I go with a sell stop below the low. So hopefully something will get triggered fast with too much volatility to give us the outcome we want, and that's it. William asked, take half of the gains and let the rest go, plus place your stop loss to enter point. That's a method, William, they do and they follow when they trade trends. And again, I identified many, hold on, guys. If we're going to get triggered there, come on. I got triggered, and with a gap as well. I didn't like that. Anyway, I'll cancel this one. So take half of the gains and let the rest go, plus place your stop loss to entry point. I will come back to this because it's really important question. And thanks for raising up, Williams. Can you kindly, if you're going to be here tomorrow, ask this question again tomorrow, because I would like to go through some chart examples and show you. Guys, are you okay if tomorrow I will explain you about this myth around to take profits and put stop losses, move the stop loss on the entry point, let this run and blah, blah, blah. Okay. There are times it's applicable and it works great. Other times, and especially in the Forex, it's a bit different. Ruben asked, yes, but I don't see the divergences. I used the RSI, that's why I spotted divergences. If you use the MACD, maybe you didn't see them, because on MACD it has the 26 period as well. Ruben, Dario, I don't have it. That is the problem. Oh, okay, you don't have it. Okay, I don't know why. Really, I have no idea. All right, so 1 minute for the London Open. Here it's an area that the market can possibly retrace. This one here. Whoa, come on. It took 13 pips. I didn't even manage to close the trade. Come on. So it falls breakout here, 13 pips. If I had a take profit, I would have been out of the trade. But because I didn't have a take profit, I didn't close the trade. What about the gold? The gold broke above this 1 minute consolidation. It gave 5 pips on the go. Okay, that was a very unexpected. Now, if we move here, I'm going to scratch the trade with a loss, and that's it. Okay, this very bearish candle with a false breakout to the upside. It wasn't something I would like to see in the morning, but the Euro news in the France, I think. Guys, I'm out of the trade. Okay. A loss this morning. That's okay. Again, you see sometimes when there are news events, and it was my error here that I didn't take in consideration the news. So I would have placed a take profit on the 10 pips, and I wouldn't have to take this loss now. But that's okay. Tomorrow it's a new day and we move onwards. Okay. So that was pretty fast. I don't know if you guys didn't get filled in any buy stop order and you got filled there. But again, pretty much as I mentioned earlier, I see this market more to the sell side today rather than to the buy side. You got filled short, Ruben. Awesome. That's awesome, really. I'm happy for that. You got filled short. You are on the 10 pips, so decide what you want to do. And everyone else. All right, guys, for this, I have to let you go. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope you gain a lot of value. Of course, you feel free to like and subscribe. Everyone got filled short. Well done, guys. I'm extremely happy for that. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so I wish everyone to have a lovely afternoon and lovely start of the day ahead. And I look forward to see you again tomorrow at the same time.